Alright guys, welcome to McKola TV. So, I've had a few tweets, a few comments, a few requests for me to do this video and give my thoughts on the current situation at Leicester City. Well, all I want to say on this topic is, fuck Leicester City, I hope they get relegated. It's that simple. What a disgrace this decision is to sack Claudio Ranieri. Now, they may be a point above the relegation zone in February, having won the league last season. But when they won the league last season, which is the greatest thing to ever happen to Leicester City, the biggest shock we've ever seen in football, possibly in football, definitely in English football, and they've gone and sacked him. Now listen, Leicester City last year were destined for relegation. That's what everyone thought. Leicester are going to go down. Leicester are going to go down. But no, Claudio Ranieri got a team of average players fighting above their weight, punching above their weight, and they won the league. It was absolutely incredible. Now, some people could say, he deserves to get relegated. How are you going to take the champions from first all the way down there? How are you going to do that? But this is Leicester City. This isn't Manchester United. This isn't Real Madrid. This is Leicester City. Leicester City should have been in a relegation battle last season. The season before, Nigel Pearson was in charge. He had them in a worse position than they currently are in at this time in the season, and Leicester stuck with him. So why could they not stick with Claudio Ranieri, a manager who did the impossible and helped them win the league? It's an absolute disgrace. And you hear about players revolting against him. These same no-mark average players, old Brighton, fucking Jamie Vardy was playing at Fleetwood a couple of years ago, non-league football. These guys have turned on a manager that got them their greatest ever moment. That got them probably the only medal they'll ever win. Yes, they lost N'Golo Kante, and they maybe had a bad summer in terms of replacing N'Golo Kante and improving the squad. And to me, I kind of feel like the whole team, the whole of Leicester City's squad, just rested on their laurels. They were happy with that Premier League win. None of them seemed to want to improve. None of them seemed to want to build on it and think, okay, look, we may not win the league next season. Everyone else around us is going to improve. But at least we could do is build off a Premier League title win and try and build a team that is going to be safely mid-table and battle for those European spots. Because Leicester City would have been happy with that. Everyone knows Leicester would have been happy with that. But they didn't. You had Jamie fucking Vardy in Hello and OK magazine every other week. You have Wes Morgan and Robert Huth, who was solid as fuck last season, gone to absolute bits at the back. Kasper Schmeichel's the only player that has tried throughout the season. And having watched his post-match interview after one of the defeats they suffered, and you've seen how gutted he was, you could tell there was so much he wanted to say about his players, his teammates, that he just couldn't say. They have let their manager down, they've let their club down, and they've let their fans down. And I hope they get relegated now. How can you sack Claudio Ranieri? You should have at least give him chance to rescue this situation. How can these players that Ranieri got them their best moment turning on him? What absolute scumbags. What absolute scumbags. It's a disgrace. And look, a lot of people say, yeah, look what United done to David Moyes, etc., etc. But listen, he deserved to go. And he didn't get us our only ever fucking Premier League title out of the blue, and then the next season we sacked him. Claudio Ranieri did not deserve to get sacked. He deserved a lot more respect from the no-mark players that he had around him. That will now, I can't wait, I hope they get relegated. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. And it soured everything from what was a great season last season. What a disgrace, man. What an absolute... That's all I got to say on this. Is a very short video because it's all that can be said. And it just shows the signs of the game where we are at the moment. Leicester City, a team that you'd be expecting to battle against relegation. And all of a sudden, because Claudio Ranieri won them the league last season, they think they deserve to be... They do deserve to be higher, given what they did. But they're not. And that's not just Ranieri's fault. Of course, you can't sack 20-odd players, and it's easier to get rid of the manager. But to hear they turned on him as well. What a fucking disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. Guys, that's all I got to say on that. That's all I got to say on that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment and share. I'm McKola. I'm out of here.